All right, so this is the best VC method in NBA 2K26. Now, yesterday I uploaded a video kind of talking about this method, but I didn't fully explain everything. So here I am to correct myself on the things that I got wrong and to explain it all the way through so you can maximize the amount of VC you can make per build, which should be about 180 to 200,000 VC in about 3 seasons, which is kind of awesome. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But before I do, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We're on the road to 16,000 subs. I would really appreciate if you guys could help me get there. That being said, let's just get into it. So the build that I actually recommend, and yes, I'm going to go step by step to explain things for you guys. But the build that I actually recommend is this crafty sharpshooter 6'5" point guard. Now, you don't have to use this build, but I recommend it if you want to start off with a fresh build. 60 overall, you'll be able to maximize its ability because you start off with the high three-pointer. So 6'5" point guard, 6'5" wingspan. You can copy these exact attributes that you have on the screen or you see on the screen. You will get a 99 or an 86 three-point shot to start off with, which is very sweet. So this is the build that I recommend. Now, once you start your MyCareer, you're going to want to set up your settings in a certain way. So let me show you that in a second. Actually, I forgot to mention this, but you could choose to start off with your out-of-bounds experience, which is something you're going to have to play, or you can do the draft. Either or works. It doesn't matter. I think I actually recommend you do the draft just because, you just get sent to like the worst team. And when you do the out-of-bounds experience, it puts you into these cutscenes, and it's kind of annoying to get through at first. So if you want to do the draft first, then set up your settings, then go into the out-of-bounds experience. Just a quick advice. All right, so once you get drafted, you're going to have to go through some annoying cutscenes, yes. But before you do, make sure you set your settings in this correct way. Make sure you put your difficulty to rookie. It makes it a lot easier. Action replays to never. The camera shake, you can turn that off. It's kind of annoying. Highlight play camera cuts, after basket camera cuts, turn them off, and then come down. And here's a quick way to save yourself some time. Short press and hold, turn that on, and then commentary language, switch it to Spanish. And if you do not want to listen to it, then drop the commentary volume. Now, the reason you're doing your commentary language to Spanish is because you skipped a halftime show, which is going to save you a lot of time, especially for the amount of games that you have to play, which is a lifesaver, to be honest with you. Now, after that, you're going to want to actually do the out-of-bounds experience. So if I hit continue, it's going to start off right away. So I'm actually going to switch builds so I can show you in a build that I've already done this in. But just keep in mind, you're going to want to play through the out-of-bounds experience, and then you're going to go to the NBA after that. But let me switch builds very quickly. All right, so on this build, it's the exact same build for the record, just to make sure, but it's a different save. Now, in this build specifically, you want to do the out-of-bounds experience. Like I said, you're going to get 3 quick fouls, get a bunch of points, win the games. That's all you have to do. You're going to be able to get through these alone. You're going to get a bare minimum of, I believe, 12,000 to between 12 to 15,000 VC from just the games alone. And they're very easy to win. They're very easy to play. It's kind of cool, honestly. I don't actually mind it. But the out-of-bounds experience will actually help you get your endorsements. Now, for you to unlock your endorsements, you have to play through your first couple games, which is kind of annoying, but in MyCareer, and I'll just explain this to you, I won't show you any footage. All you have to do is get into the games, get 4 quick fouls, and then just play the rest of the quarter. Now, you're going to want to do that for the first couple games to unlock your endorsements. After that, you're going to want to focus on something a little bit different just because it's going to make it faster for you. So before you continue anything, I just want to remind you that the VC from this method is coming from the endorsements, the out-of-bounds experience, and your challenges. So with your challenges, you obviously have your gold skills, which you can focus on, which I do recommend. I did already playmaking and shooting for the gold skills, right? So I got an extra 10,000 VC from each of those categories. So you can do defense, you can do finishing, you can do all these categories and focus on this stuff. It's an easy way to get it done. And on top, like, you're going to make a bunch of VC from the gold skills challenges, but you're going to also get VC from just doing the endorsements and playing through the MyCareer. So that's where you're getting your VC, just to explain that. Now, that being said, the reason I'm also gonna recommend to do the build specialization. Please focus on this while you're doing this grind. You're gonna get easy work towards your level 9 on whatever you're working on. I recommend the shooting because obviously this is a shooting build. Just a couple little extra key points. But that being said, go to your endorsements. And one of the things that I know people are struggling with is this 6th challenge, which says complete your passion project. Now I'm gonna explain this to you, and I hope you guys could understand. But the passion projects has to do with the open runs, right? Which is right next to the Gatorade facility. So as you can see, you will unlock these quests every so often after a certain amount of games in the MyCareer. Passion projects, Karl Anthony Towns. Passion projects, anime world premiere. Passion projects, Tyrese Maxey, right? Cade Cunningham. And then the club league scouting director and things like that. You're going to want to do this stuff because it's the only way to unlock that tier 6 endorsement challenge, which is an easy, by the way, that's an easy 12,500 VC once you do it. You can get it all done within your first season. Now, here's my bit of advice. You should foul out of games, in my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong, I haven't tested it, but you should be able to get enough fans just from the games that you do play. But you should foul out of games, except for the games that you have to complete a task. So once you unlock your local radio spot challenge, the second tier for the merchandising, get the 2 double doubles that are required. It's going to take you 2 games quickly. After that, do the player of the game. That's another 2 games, I believe. After that, get the 20 points in a single game. That's another 2 games. That's 6 games. And then after that, you have to get 1 game of 25 points and 12 assists, right? And then gain fans. That's all you have to do, right? So you're going to, that's a lot of games that's what you're going to be focusing on during your season. If the challenges are still locked away because you haven't earned the amount of fans or something like that, or you haven't completed your out of bounds or the complete MP out of bounds or the open runs, you want to make sure you do that stuff because it only progresses once you unlock it. So if you're stuck at tier 2, you cannot do anything that is in tier 3. And if you're stuck at tier 4, you can't do nothing that is at tier 7, right? So you're going to want to go step by step and complete it. Just a quick reminder, it's going to save you time over time. It is kind of annoying, but trust me, it's completely worth it. As you can see here, I can play another game, set 8 screens, and get an extra 1,000 VC, which I'll probably do after this video. But just want to give you that wraps. Now, that's the only thing that people are really struggling with is the open court. Like I said, play a bit of MyCareer. I think it's every other game, or just play the key games for the record. But every other game, you should unlock one of those quests, which says the Passion Project, right? And you're gonna have to do, I think it's a total of 9. You'll get it done by your first season if you just focus on it. Just remember to check after every other game or after every game. It should pop up on your screen either way, but just check and just in case. Now, here's another piece of advice. After your first season, you're gonna want to start just fouling out of every game afterwards. Once you complete your first tier 6, actually, once you do the 5th one, once you get into tier 5 of merchandising, you can just start fouling out of every game, right? It's going to save you a bunch of time because you want to get to your 3rd season. But after every season, you're going to have to play FIBA games, which let me show you the task over here. Off-season activity. Objective. Optional. Play FIBA games using the play game menu. You're going to want to win these games. It's very important that you win these games. If you do this by your 3rd season, or even actually, I think even in your 2nd season, you should get the last tier for the endorsements. Now, if you win all these games and you go to your 3rd season, after your 3rd season in the NBA, you're going to be able to get the FIBA games or the FIBA game tournaments and get 25,000 VC on top of that. Now, I'm giving you this warning because I forgot to win those games. I was in a rush to try to get through the seasons because of last year. Last year, you didn't have to win. And that I actually lost out on the FIBA games after my 3rd season, so I have to wait till the 7th season on this build, which I'm not. I'm going to switch builds because of that. But that's what I would have to do. Now, that's just my piece of advice. I recommend that's what you guys do. I try to make this video short, and I know it's a lot of details, but if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. I believe I've answered every question. Like I said, I do recommend you do gold skills and focus on gold skills. Shoot a bunch of 3-pointers. Build specialization-wise, use your shooting one. Trust me, you're going to absolutely enjoy it. And also in terms of gold skills, the ones that I recommend you use are the ones that are, linked to shooting. So just to give you an example, Unrelenting, Open Season, Green Light is another good one. Like this Unrelenting, if I activate it 40 more times, I get an extra 8,000 or 9,000 VC, right? Which doesn't sound like a lot, but I can get that done pretty quickly on other builds. And yes, the progress for the gold skill stuff carries through builds, so you can just do this as a pastime while you're doing your endorsements and the FIBA games per build, right? And the first season will be the longest, but it also is one of the most rewarding seasons. You're going to make, honestly, I think for the first season that I played, I made over 100,000 VC, right? And then on top of that, finishing the endorsements and then doing the FIBA games, which I didn't get to do the FIBA games, but I would have made another 25,000 on top of what I have right now, which is kind of sweet. And by the way, yes, I spent my VC. That's all I wanted to share. I know this video is a little bit repetitive from last video from yesterday, but trust me, this information is very valuable and I needed to share it before people got the game. I am working on a different VC method that might be more effective, but we don't know yet just because there's a lot of experimenting to be done. And I'm also going to take a break because I want to play rack and MyCareer and other things instead of just grinding VC. But anyways, God bless ye. Jesus loves you. Goodbye. Take care.